Hi guys, so sorry it's taken so long to do an update. There's been a lot of things going on and I'll go into this video. Today myself and Freddie are exactly 8 weeks postpartum, so Freddie is 8 weeks old. We're both doing fine, he's perfectly healthy. I'll just quickly show you him before I go into everything I'm going to talk about. Here he is. He's just woken up from a nap. He's lost a scratch mitt. I don't know where that is. Hello, little man. Do you want your dummy? Okay. Okay. Right, so the last time I did an update was, I think, when I was 5 weeks. 5 weeks and 5 days, I think I was, or sometime around then. I'm not entirely sure on the dates, but all I remember is it was a Saturday night, and it was Matt's mum's party at her house. She was having a sort of a pirate themed party, so we went to that, and that was absolutely fine, no problems whatsoever. It wasn't until we got home that evening that I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I woke up in extreme agony, and I didn't know what the pain was, but it was literally, I'll show you exactly where. It was just here, so just under my chest. It was just in this part here. I didn't know what the pain was, so I took some paracetamol and tried to go back to sleep. Managed to get back to sleep for maybe about half an hour before I woke up again with even worse pain. To which point I'd woken Matt up, and I was in tears and I was panicking because it was so painful. I put a heat cushion on it, thinking that, you know, it may just be really bad constipation, because I'd been suffering with constipation from the pregnancy. And I was given things from the doctor to help cure it. So anyway, I woke up about 2 o'clock initially, and then by about 6, 7, I was being sick because of the pain. Matt phoned up NHS Direct. Obviously everyone in the UK will know what that is, but everyone outside the UK, it's just like a 24-hour number that you can call if there's any problems, and you don't want to go to hospital first, because obviously with Freddie, he was only I think, yeah, he must have been 6 weeks exactly. Having a baby that young, I didn't want to have to go into hospital because I didn't know what would happen, you know, in terms of the whole looking after him and things like that. So Matt called up NHS Direct and described my symptoms, and they said that they were going to get an on-call doctor out to see me. So we waited for the on-call doctor, and probably about 15 minutes later, the on-call doctor phoned up and said that we had to go into the local hospital, which was sort of like it's a small, like, outpatients one. It doesn't have an A&E or anything like that. We had to go into the out-of-hours surgery there and see the doctor that was on call. So we packed up all of our stuff, put Freddie in the car, and drove off to see the doctor at the hospital. We got there and had to wait like a little bit to get in to see the doctor. When we eventually got in, she was obviously going through all my symptoms and asking me what was wrong. Obviously I explained that I was 6 weeks postpartum with Freddie, and whereabouts the pain was, and she wanted me to lay on the on the bed, and so she could do like a physical examination. As soon as I went to lay down, the pain was just immense. It was just incredible. I was screaming out in pain. She started palpating my stomach and I was just screaming. She couldn't finish the examination because I was just in agony. And from that examination she said that I had to go straight to A&E, which was another 20 minutes, half an hour away. So we got in the car and headed to the hospital. I'd contacted my family and Matt's family to let them know what was going on. Got to the hospital, and because the on-call doctor had already called forward for us, we didn't have to wait very long. And they took obviously my blood pressure and they did a urine sample and all that stuff. Got shown round to a room and had eventually got a cannula put in, even though the doctor had a lot of trouble. He couldn't get it in my arm here, both sides. He couldn't get it in my hand. So eventually he had to get it in my arm here. And the bruises have just finally gone down. I've also got another bruise on my arm because I bruise really easily and it lasts for ages. So yeah, we got the IV put in, and then I was given morphine, and as soon as I was given the morphine for the pain, Freddie started getting fussy. So when Freddie was first born, like literally the day after Freddie was born, we went and bought some really made up Cow and Gate cartons, you know, just for emergencies and just in case. And because I've been exclusively breastfeeding, we hadn't actually needed to use them, but obviously we took them just in case with us, and some Tommy Tippy bottles that we'd had, because obviously we didn't know what was going to go on, and we had them just in case. So after I was started on the morphine, Freddie was getting fussy, and I wasn't going to breastfeed. Freddie whilst I was on the morphine. So that was the first time we gave him a bottle, and luckily he took to it fantastically, no problems whatsoever. And I felt so angry that he was being given this formula, because, you know, we have breasts for a reason, and I wanted to breastfeed, and I'm quite strongly beliefs about breastfeeding. I mean, I don't think anything wrongly of people who bottle feed. I know it's not for everyone, and I know obviously, I know now that not everyone has that choice. So anyway, they did all their evaluations and tests and everything, and they said to me, yeah, we believe that you may have gallstones. And I remember talking, like, further back in my pregnancy, that I was experiencing such bad heartburn that I was being admitted to hospital. And I believe now they would, every time I went into hospital when I was pregnant, they kept saying, oh, you may have gallstones. And then when they gave me the painkillers, the pain actually went away. So I was like, oh, okay, it was just heartburn, just really bad heartburn. But it was gallstones, and probably heartburn blended in with it. But it just irritated the gallstones. Yeah, so anyway, I went in on the Sunday, and I didn't actually come out of hospital until Wednesday afternoon. So I was away from Freddie for that amount of time. I mean, obviously Matt brought him in to visit me and things, and it was so difficult being away from him. I mean, obviously the first time I was away from him, first time he was bottle fed, it was really stressful. I was in a lot of pain stills. I was being given IV morphine, oral morphine, so drinking morphine, and morphine into injections into my legs. I was on liquid paracetamol, codeine, ibuprofen. I was on anti-sickness drugs because it was making me sick, and I hadn't eaten hardly anything. So anyway, by the time I came out of hospital, the Sorry. Okay. So when I came out of hospital, they said to me, I had an ultrasound, I had x-ray scans done, and I had an ultrasound scan, and as soon as she put the probe on my stomach, she was like, yeah, there's gallstones. Didn't seem very phased by it at all, but yeah, so I've had words with 3 specialist doctors, and I'm going to be having a keyhole surgery, and when I was in hospital, he said that would be in 6 weeks' time, after the inflammation and swelling had gone down. So I was on antibiotics, 2 different types of antibiotics to reduce the swelling, and I was sent home with 1 lot of antibiotics, but I finished them now. So yeah, the doctor said that I have to lead a fat-free diet from now on. I mean, obviously, everything has fat in it, so you know, I do have to have some level amount of fat in my foods, but I mean, like the most obvious things like chocolate and fast food and all that types of stuff is a no-no, which is really, really stressful. I mean, no one eats perfectly, and I'm just really struggling with it at the moment. I mean, it's only me that, you know, that that has to suffer when I do eat it. I mean, after my operation, obviously when the gallbladder is taken out, then anything fatty foods that I do eat, it will just either make me sick, or it will give me like a bad stomach, dodgy stomach. So you know, just to save that, I just won't eat it. So yeah, so that's not really that helpful when you had a 6-week-old baby. I mean, obviously now today he's 8 weeks old. Hang on a minute. Hello. Hello. Oh. 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 Are you all fussy? Are you all fussy? Dum, dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. Oh. Yawning. Oh. Oh. You want to see everyone? You take your mitten off. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no. Oh man. Oh, nice, Freddie. You just swallowed it back up. Say hello. Say hello. No. Oh. Oh, nice. Don't want to put it on your hand, do we? Better? He's found his hands, guys. He likes putting his hands in his mouth. So, yeah. Say hello. Hello. Oh no. Oh nose. Let's get you a dummy. There you go. So right, where was I? Yeah, the hospital. So I will be going back into the hospital for my operation. I am now, because of obviously my time in hospital, I wasn't able to breastfeed. I was still pumping. So I was able, so my body still thought that I was breastfeeding. You talking? Oh. Oh. So yeah, I was still making some milk. My supply has been affected, and we went to the health visitor on Friday to discuss about seeing a breastfeeding counsellor, so that I can increase my supply again, because I do want to breastfeed. I mean, it has been a lot more helpful. Obviously, bottle feeding means that, you know, Matt can help me. Oh, oh. Means that Matt can help me with night feeds and things like that. So, and then obviously when we're out, sometimes it is easier to bottle feed. Are you smiling? Oh. 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 He's so cute. You're so cute. Yeah, so I'm still waiting to hear what's going to happen with the whole operation. So that's what's going on with me. I'm not in any pain anymore. So the painkillers and everything did their job. I am still breastfeeding. At the moment we're doing kind of half and half. And I'd say I'm more breastfeeding than bottle feeding. But I mean, it was such a weird transition going from breastfeeding to bottle feeding, because you have to sterilise the bottles all the time, and you can only keep the oh, oi, 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 oi. You can only keep the bottles for so long. It's like the little ready-made cartons. It's once the carton's open and you poured the milk into the bottle, you've got to use the bottle within 2 hours, and then you can put the carton back in the fridge, and the carton will last for 24 hours. And then powdered milk is a whole other, you know, thing to think about. It's like, oh God, shush, 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 shush. What is wrong with you? What is wrong, Mr. Fussy? Yeah, so when you have powdered milk, it's like every 1 scoop to every fluid ounce of water or something, and then you've got to boil the kettle for half an hour, and then boil the kettle and wait for half an hour before you can put the water in. And it's like, oh, with breastfeeding you just get your boob out and it's just there. But we're very fortunate that Freddie took straight to it, and we had no problems. Just gonna breastfeed now. So we didn't have any problems, you know, with the bottles, and we're very fortunate, because I know some people do struggle because they get confused and things like that. And I mean, he goes straight from a bottle to from a bottle back to the breast quite easily, so couldn't really ask for more, really. So he's a good baby. When we saw the health visitor on Friday, we had him weighed. He is currently, well, on Friday he was 11 pounds 12 ounces. I don't know how long he is. They don't do that here after they're born. He is in size 2 nappies. Pampers, we don't use any other brand other than Pampers. He's still on the sensitive wipes. We've reintroduced soaps back into his bath, so he's on the simple all-in-one wash, and he seems to be fine with that. His baby acne's cleared up pretty much completely. Sometimes he has the odd spot, but I mean, all babies have little blemishes and things like that. His nails grow so fast. It feels like we've constantly got mittens on him, because they just grow so long. Oh, hello. What else? He focuses a lot more now. He follows you around the room. He smiles. He smiles, he coos, he starts like doing sort of like baby talk now, which is adorable. I posted a video on that previously. What else? What else, little man? So yeah, we now, obviously you saw earlier, we have the activity mat out now. So he likes to watch toys, and it's obviously, he's becoming, he needs to be, hello, he needs to be stimulated a lot more now. So, oh, ah. He's just a very happy baby. He's still waking up twice in the night, and we give him cow and gate formula. He was on just the normal newborn one, and then we had to we're kind of like in between the number 1 and the number 2, the hungrier milk, because are you fussing? Because sometimes he's a lot hungrier, and with the number 1 milk, he was managing to eat. Bearing in mind, on the back of, as a guideline, on the back of the packet, it said that for babies his age, so he's 8 weeks, they should be having 6 ounces 5 times a day. He was having 9 ounces, probably the same amount of times a day, and just managing to eat the 9 ounces and still be fussy. So I don't know, but he's getting chubbier, definitely getting chubbier. He still doesn't like his baths, still doesn't like baths. We just gave him a bath about a couple of hours ago. He absolutely screamed the house down. He gets so upset, and it's heartbreaking because obviously I don't like seeing him that upset, but we have to bath him. So and we don't bath him every day. I just don't want to bath him every day because I don't think he needs it, and he gets so upset. So yeah, don't think there's much else really. He has his first lot of injections on the 13th, so I'm not really looking forward to that, but yeah, I think that all that's left to do is to do a... Oh, I heard that. Yeah. To do a postpartum belly shot. I know, obviously, I don't want to make any excuses for myself, but with my operation coming up, and obviously my gallbladder's inflamed and like bloated and whatnot, my doctor said to me that it will take a lot longer. Yeah, you happy? You happy? Oh, whoa. Boo. It would take a lot longer for my belly to go down. Hello. A lot longer for my belly to go down because of all the swelling, and having the operation. It will just take longer. So it's not going to be perfect. I know it's not going to be perfect, and to be honest, I kind of resided the fact that I was going to go back to what I was before. So it's covered in stretch marks, and I'm soon to have keyhole marks. So, oh well. But I know when I did my first weigh-in with the midwife, for my first kind of like my booking in appointment or whatever it's called, so long ago, like the first time you meet your midwife or whatever, and they weigh you, I was 13 stone and 10 pounds. I know, big, right? Yeah. And I'm already below that, so, but I was big to begin with, so I mean it's not that much of a big deal. I mean, obviously it's great that you're back to what you was when you first started, but I didn't want to be that weight when I found out I was pregnant, because I knew I was just going to get bigger and bigger. So yeah, so I will show you my belly. Don't take much notice of it. So I'll just put the little man down. Oh, I'll show you him just before I go. Say hello. Say, hello, Freddie. I am 8 weeks old. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're talking to the camera. You're so awkward. Come here, stop. Come here. Oh! Oh! He's like, get off me, Mum. Stop kissing. See if I can make him smile. Need to readjust. Right. Shall we smile for the camera? Shall we? Freddie. Can you see him? Freddie. Oi. Chubs. Chubs. Hello. Num 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 num. Num 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 num. Are you looking in the camera? Are you looking in the camera? Hello. Yeah. Oh. You're so cute and standing on your feet. Freddie. Hello. Do. Yeah. No. 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 Right, okay, let's do the belly shot. I could talk for ages with you. There you go. Right, okay. Okay, let's see if you can see. Okay, there we go. So I'm 8 weeks postpartum. Sorry about the line. That's my leggings. So there. There we go. So sorry it's been so long since I've done an update. Hopefully this will keep you going for a while. And I shall speak to you when I'm 9 weeks postpartum. Bye guys.